Hello everybody, how are you all doing? So today we are going to discuss another question of critical reasoning in which we are seeing the question says which of the following, if true, casts the most doubt on the effectiveness of the solution proposed above. So it's kind of a contradictory question, contradictory solution we have to look for. Let's look at the passage. It says, since the deregulation of airlines, delays at the nation's increasingly busy airports have increased by 25%. Okay. So because of the deregulation in the airlines, yeah. Because of the deregulation of airlines, the delays at nation's increasingly busy airports have increased by 25%. So deregulation and hence delays. To combat this problem, more of the takeoff and landing slots at the busiest airports must be allocated to commercial airlines. Okay, so there is a deregulation, which is the reason because of which there are delays. Delays have been increased by 25%. Now it's saying it's giving a solution to combat these delays, the problem of these delays. The takeoffs and landing slots, the slots at the busier airports should be allocated to commercial airlines. So they're assuming that if commercial airlines take over that, then these delays this problem would be solved. Which of the following, if true, casts the most doubt on the effectiveness of the solution proposed above? So you have to look for an option which says that even if you allocate the slots to commercial airlines, still it won't lead to reduction in the delays, right? So we look at the 5 options one by one. Option 1 says the major causes of delays at the nation's busiest airports. All right, it's giving the major cause of delay, which is bad weather and overtaxed air traffic control equipment. All right, so the problem that it's allocating the problem of delays to bad weather and overtaxed equipment. So if this is true, even if we allocate the airports to the commercial airlines, then also it won't solve the problem of delays, right? So this solution wouldn't help if this is true. This may be one of the answers. Let's look at the other options. Since airline deregulation began, the number of airplanes in operation has increased by 25%. Now this is unrelated. One second. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Okay. So second option says that deregulation began, the number of airplanes in operation has increased by 25%. So it's just saying that the number has increased. So this doesn't answer whether giving it to commercial airlines would help me or not. So this is not related. This cannot be the answer. Option C says over 60% of the takeoff and landing slots at the nation's busiest airports are reserved for commercial airlines. So these are already reserved for commercial airlines. It's just giving us a factual data, and it's not talking about the delays part. This is also not the answer. The option should at least talk about the delays, that whether the delays would be reduced or not, because that's our problem. So this is not related to it. Uh, Fourth option says after a small Midwestern airport doubled its allocation of takeoff and landing slots, it doubled. The number of delays that were reported decreased by 50%. So when it doubled, then it happened. It's not telling us ki commercial airlines, if we allocate to commercial airlines, then what will happen. So this is not related to that again. Last option says, since deregulation, the average length of delay at the nation's busiest airports have doubled. So, okay, it's just giving us the factual data again. The delays have been doubled, and it's not talking about a solution anywhere or giving us if the proposed idea would help or not. So this is also not the answer. So clearly our answer would be this first option. Thank you.